Today on FCT Environment Update, we feature beneficiaries of the FCT Youth Empowerment Program.
This Abuja fine no be small. Now you make plenty tourists them they like to visit this our city. Because of that, we must to make sure say everywhere they clean every time. Make we they cut grass and flower them we don't grow for our house. Throw away dirty and yama inside dustbin. No spoil air with black smoke. That one fit cause sickness for body. If you see sock away we don't full, make you call Abuja Environmental Protection Board quick. No follow them fight oh. Now they work then they do. Now offense to sell market for road, they beg or even do up you for night. If they catch you, you go hear amo. Make we join hand together with Abuja Environmental Protection Board to see say Abuja dey clean well. Make we pay our service charge every month to make sure say Abuja dey cha-cha.
Now the FCT United Nations Development Assistance Framework, UNDAF 2, they bring on this message. The federal government has charged commissioners for water resources in the 36 states of the Federation to redouble efforts on water and sanitation programs to improve development in the sector. Minister of Water Resources, Mrs. Sarah Ochekwe, made the call in her remarks at a follow-up meeting on the Presidential Water Summit in Abuja. The minister said the follow-up meeting was to further strategize on plans to scale up the development of the sector through conscientious collaboration between the three tiers of government. She urged the commissioners to be at the forefront for the improvement of water and sanitation endeavors in the country.
Abuja is a beautiful city and the preferred tourist destination in Africa. Let us keep our environment clean by trimming flowers and cutting grass around us regularly. Dispose of our refuse in waste bins and stop all forms of environmental pollution because they are injurious to our health. Report bleeding manhole to the appropriate authorities and disease from illegal connection to sewage lines. Hawking, trading, and begging on the streets of Abuja are prohibited. So also is prostitution. Do not harass AEPB staff members in the line of duty. If you are caught, you will face the law. If we cultivate a culture of a clean environment and pay our environmental service charge promptly, Abuja will remain the pride of all Nigerians.
This message is proudly sponsored by the FCT United Nations Development Assistance Framework, UNDAF 2. The Social Development Secretariat of the Federal Capital Territory Administration undertakes several empowerment and developmental programs towards providing a nurturing environment for women, children, and other vulnerable groups, overseeing the welfare of persons with disabilities, orphans, and the elderly, and promoting sports, arts, culture, and tourism potentials of the FCT. Comrade Bala Musa Tsoho works for the Social Development Secretariat as the principal of the FCT Vocational Rehabilitation Centre located in Kuchiko Bwari Area Council. He works here tirelessly every day, making sure that those who are hitherto considered handicapped get a second chance at making meaningful contribution to the society. His efforts were rewarded a few months ago when President Goodluck Jonathan conferred on him the national honor of Member of the Order of the Federal Republic MFR in recognition of his outstanding virtues and in appreciation of his services to Nigeria.
If you work diligently for the benefit and upgradement and upliftment of your country, I believe there is a way the government of that country will show you appreciation of what you're doing. And most of the time, I think it is good to do it while the person doesn't know. To be frank, I may tell you that I don't know. I only got the information. And I wonder how. But somebody told me that, look, have you not been working? Have you not been doing so many things to upgrade this nation? And I come to realize one of my principles is that the best of life is to be able to affect the life of somebody positively. And I believe that is what led to the award.
Comrade Bala seems destined to be in charge of the FCT Vocational Rehabilitation Centre as he plays the role of teacher, father, mentor and guardian so diligently. He plans to keep doing this for as long as he lives, ensuring that the centre serves as a place of refuge for those who need it most.
Sooner or later, it will remain as a school that produces people, but it will still be, again, a factory where you produce in the process of training. That is my dream. But I don't pray that even if I die, this issue should die. I wasn't here before. It doesn't work. Now I'm here, it is working. And I pray before the Creator will take me, He will definitely allow me to train somebody that will just be more than me in order to carry it on. That is my dream, and that is my prayer.
More than 300 individuals have graduated with different skills from the FCT Vocational Rehabilitation Centre. Some of them, who are now experts in metal fabrication, came together to be known as the Rahama Disabled Metal Workers. Luck shined on them when the FCT MDG's office granted them a loan of 200,000 naira to expand their welding business under its microcredit scheme. They spent the money on a new equipment, including a generator, and are now making up to 15,000 naira daily. Chairman of the group, Muhammad Aliyu, said as beggars, they earned at most 1,000 naira daily, but now they are employers of labor and people no longer look down on them.
Alhamdulillah,
MDGs has helped us, and by the grace of God, we will not disappoint them. We are very grateful. We were trained at the vocational center in Bwari. Life is better now compared to the past. We are living a better life now. In the past, we earn about 2,000 to 3,000 daily, but now we make at least 5,000 or more daily. As you can see, our lives have changed.
We cannot eradicate extreme poverty if we don't get people working. People must work so that they can create wealth. But if not, whatever you do, you end up giving them handouts which will not take them anywhere. And in realization of that, the FCT MDG, as a stopgap intervention, decided to embark on the empowerment program, where we try to build the capacity of youth by training them in different vocational skills of their choice. Mostly these youths are those that live around the urban areas and semi-urban areas. So we build their capacity to do to take up the menial enterprises around to provide services. But for those in the rural areas, we realize that the only vocation that is accessible to them is farming and other livestock activities, which to them they don't see it as an enterprise that they can come out of it. They just do it on subsistent level for them to feed on. So the MDG took it upon herself to develop their capacity, build, improve their capacity, to see this farming as an enterprise so that they can go into it and and make it a business that they can earn their living on it. And based on that understanding, when we roll out the vocational training program, we also roll out access to microfinance, and we did that by partnering with some microfinance institution. It is transforming their lives because they are busy working now. They are creating employment for themselves, and they are not roaming around, and they have taken over their own activities, and they are busy doing that. And the government is also concentrating on other things and also making efforts to solidify that area. And that is the little the FCT and MDG is doing to contribute to the general enterprise development of FCT, in addition to what AEA and the Social Development Secretariat and the Agri Secretariat is doing.
My advice to you people on the street or to those that call themselves poor, have the notion that the government doesn't want poor people in Abuja. That is not true. What the government wants is that they want productive people, people that work to survive, not people that become liabilities. By the way, what sense does it make? You live by begging. Others work hard to earn a living, and you come not to work. Lazy people. If you don't work, you don't eat. So the government of FCT is saying, be productive. Once you're productive, you have a decent, reliable work to do, nobody will arrest you. So this is the federal capital of the nation, of which, if you constitute a nuisance, it degrades the Nigerian society. And if you know you have nothing to do, you have nothing to offer in Abuja, I see no reason why you should be in Abuja. And it's an abuse to your own person to come to Abuja while you know you don't have a work, you don't have a house to live, you live on the street like a mad person. It's not right. So the truth of the matter is that there are laws and we must abide by the rules and regulations. It's either you are a Christian or a Muslim. Once you abide by the law, you don't go to hell. So once you abide by the law of FCT, you don't get arrested. And the law of FCT says, do not become a beggar. And no religion patronizes begging. So why should you be begging? No religion allows or patronizes a person to be sleeping on the street like a homeless person. Why should you leave your home and come to sleep on the street of Abuja? It doesn't make sense, to be realistic. So the law in FCT does not say it doesn't want common man. After all, everybody is poor. You work hard to earn what is within your own reach. So work hard, be strong, and be a contributing member of the society, not taker alone. That is my message to all of you.
This Abuja fine no be small. Now you make plenty tourists them they like to visit this our city. Because of that, we must to make sure say everywhere they clean every time. Make we they cut grass and flower them we don't grow for our house. Throw away dirty and yama inside dustbin. No spoil air with black smoke. That one fit cause sickness for body. If you see sock away we don't full, make you call Abuja Environmental Protection Board. Quick. No follow them fight oh. Now they work then they do. Now on face to sell market for road, they beg or even do up you for night. If they catch you, you go hear am. Make we join hand together with Abuja Environmental Protection Board to see say Abuja dey clean well. Make we pay our service charge every month to make sure say Abuja dey cha-cha.
Now the FCT United Nations Development Assistance Framework, UNDAF 2, they bring on this message.
This is our environment. This is where business is. This is where life is. If there's no environment, there's not going to be life. There's not going to be business. There's not going to be human rights. So to say, to me, I think environmental rights comes first. In other words, let us not do things that are inimical to the environment. We are not afraid of constructive criticisms where you need to make your voice heard, to help us serve you better. We have, avenue you can do that. We're on Twitter, we're on Facebook. We also have hotlines in the office, in our office, and you can make use of those, avenue to make your voice heard, in terms of environment management in the FCT.
The Social Development Secretariat addresses the socio-economic needs of the people in the growth and development of the FCT, implementing social development programs while nurturing women, children, and other vulnerable groups. The Secretariat has initiated projects and programs to improve the socio-economic and political well-being of women and girls in the FCT. About 500 women have been empowered and rehabilitated. They were given a take-off grant of 100,000 naira each, and starter packs for fashion designing, hairdressing, catering, bead making and event management were also distributed to beneficiaries in each of these trades. The beneficiaries included about 150 former commercial sex workers who recently completed vocational training programs at the FCT Women Rehabilitation Centre, Sabon Lugbe. The program was implemented in collaboration with the Society Against Prostitution and Child Labour in Nigeria. Precious Ijeoma Sunday is one of the beneficiaries. She is a graduate of mass communication, and after roaming the streets of Abuja due to lack of employment, the Social Development Secretariat trained her as a hairdresser. Now she has established a business and employed 2 other ladies.
We went there, they trained us in handwork. Like me, I undergo hairdressing. And after graduating, most of these things here are the equipments they gave us to use start our own business. And since then, my life has been improved through their help. Now I've employed 2 people, like the lady that just worked and this one. She helped me selling some of these petty drinks and snacks. You know, it has been really improved my life because through them I also got employment in the microfinance bank, Daniel's Global Microfinance Bank, that is working together with them. They employ me, so I'm working at the same time. I'm a proud owner of this shop. In saloon work, we have seasons. On normal day, or that ordinary day, nothing is happening. We can make like 1,000, 2,000. But weekends, we make like 5,000 on Saturday and Sundays or above, from 10,000 below. But season time, we make up to 20,000, 10,000 in a day.
Victoria and a Sunday too went through the training, and the center employed her afterwards as the head stylist to train other ladies. She also has a beauty salon where she has 2 staff and a record income of about 50,000 naira weekly.
They taught me well how to make hair, because I went as a student of hairdresser student, and I come out very well for what I learned there. So when we due for graduation, they gave me all the starter pack that I needed to open a shop. They gave me dryer, washing hair basin, 1 cutoff of attachment, weave on, relaxers, pedicure machine, and they give me many things, even hand dryer, blow dryer, and stretcher, tonga. They changed my life entirely. Let me say, what I can not able to do before, I see myself doing now, because I don't have the courage before that I I will learn something to become a somebody. So let me say, Saplan has changed my life entirely. I learned something from them, and they also offer me a job. Because after the graduation, they offer me a job. So I work in my office, as in the Saplan office there. When I close, I come back to my work.
Apart from what government is doing, we don't find spirited individual who key into this. Apart from government, the FCT administration, no other organization is interested in coming to say, okay, let me do this. We even say we don't need your money. Just come and say you're sponsoring one person. Take a person and say, okay, I will sponsor this person. Whatever you need, let me be the one to provide. Let me augment what government. So the idea, people don't see that it is working. People have this erroneous idea that when NGOs are meant to siphon money. It's not true. This is a true testimony to it. With what FCT is doing, is we're able to let them know that this is not true. We need support from corporate bodies. You know, there's something they call corporate responsibility. You know, it's high time all these are big corporate bodies that are really gaining from the Nigerian people, key into this kind of thing, so that it can be replicated everywhere in the country. If you do that, there will be reduction in poverty, reduction in all these evil vices of the society that we'll find now.
Abuja is a beautiful city and the preferred tourist destination in Africa. Let us keep our environment clean by trimming flowers and cutting grass around us regularly. Dispose of our refuse in waste bins and stop all forms of environmental pollution, because they are injurious to our health. Report bleeding manhole to the appropriate authorities and disease from illegal connection to sewage lines. Hawking, trading, and begging on the streets of Abuja are prohibited. So also is prostitution. Do not harass AEPB staff members in the line of duty. If you are caught, you will face the law. If we cultivate a culture of a clean environment and pay our environmental service charge promptly, Abuja will remain the pride of all Nigerians.
This message is proudly sponsored by the FCT United Nations Development Assistance Framework UNDAF 2. Next week, we bring you environmental health tips from those who should know.